What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Above the Rim. I'm Austin Townley, joined with my amazing co-host, James Derrick, presented by Afterthought Sports, and today we got some basketball. Hoops is back. It's basketball season, you know. Hoops, baby.
Yeah, I know. 3 days. That's it. I was looking like we only got to wait 3 days. Hoops is back, you know.
Tuesday night. We got a 7 p.m. game and a 10 p.m. game, I think.
Yep.
NBC. I believe it kicks off Rockets Nuggets and
Rockets Thunder.
Yes, Rockets Thunder, and then it's Lakers
Warriors 10 o'clock.
Both grab your popcorn. Those games are going to be incredible, especially with the rosters and all of the offseason moves that happened.
Yeah.
How's it been, James?
Oh man, I mean, it's been okay. Like honestly, you know, big Yankees fan, so you know, sports recently hasn't been great, but you know, we're heading into the time of year where there is basketball on every night. There's highlights to watch every day, and there's content to make every day too. So I mean, it's the exciting time of year, the time of year that I really can't wait for. So
same, bro. Well, let's just get into it. We got rookies.
Yeah.
New season means new players, new rookies coming into the league. Specifically, Cooper Flagg. Bro, Cooper Flagg. I am excited to watch him play in a meaningful NBA game because, like, I've been watching him in preseason.
Yes.
He looks incredible. He played point guard the other day. I watched that game. He just moves so. He flows like he just belongs. You know, and he just looks better than everybody.
I was like people in the comments of some videos they blacked out Cooper Flagg, like it's just like, you know, guess that Hooper. He looks a lot like Brandon Ingram. I'm not gonna lie, the way he moves, kind of, it's like very fluid, very like you know, I don't know.
No, I feel that because Brandon Ingram does. He's very like I don't know the word to describe it, but he just flow. He's just flowy. Like he's very smooth with the rock.
And you know what? Now that I think about it, Jason Tatum has a similar flow. It's a Duke thing, I think. They teach you how to flow at Duke. What can I say?
He brings up Jason Tatum and Duke. This is totally off track and what we're going to talk about today. But okay, so we were talking about our friend Caden, who's been on the show. He's a 76ers fan, right?
Yes.
And they drafted Markelle Fultz in the 2017 draft over Lonzo and Tatum. So we watched the highlights. We watched college highlights.
Fultz's old highlights.
We watched Fultz's highlights in college, Lonzo's college highlights, and Tatum's. And, well, we decided that, I mean, what the hell happened?
Two teams just dropped the ball on Jason Tatum.
How does that happen? I genuinely don't understand how Tatum falls to 2. I mean, comparing their college highlights side by side, Markelle Fultz does not look like the number 1 pick.
You can understand, you know, for Lonzo and Markelle Fultz, you know, there's potential there when you watch. You know, they're lanky guards. They make the right play. They can shoot. But Jason Tatum was like, he had the NBA body as an 18-year-old, and he was playing the best teams in college basketball, and he was the first. Like, you watch him, and you knew for sure he was going to pan out. You didn't know as much about Lonzo and Markelle Fultz, but that's the time when Steph Curry took over the NBA, and everyone's like, we need a point guard that would do what Steph Curry does.
But even then, like in college, Lonzo Ball was shooting from very, very deep. Like even deep for the NBA.
Lonzo looked like Curry.
So, you know, we were just talking about that with our friend Caden, and basically me giving my opinion on Markelle Fultz, saying he just didn't look like the number 1 pick, comparing him to Lonzo and Jason Tatum. But with the rookies that we have now, Cooper Flagg, Dylan Harper also going to the Spurs. There's a lot of really talented rookies in this class.
Yeah. I
mean, Cooper Flagg obviously blowing everybody else out of the water when it comes to talent and skill level, and probably work. I mean, you never know. You never know. But clear cutaway number 1 pick should have been Cooper Flagg. Do you think he's going to win Rookie of the Year?
I mean, I would think so, to be honest. I think he's going to have a big enough role on the Mavericks right away where he'll produce, and, you know, he'll be Rookie of the Year, unless, you know, there's a couple guys on here that seriously could ball out. But I think Cooper Flagg will play meaningful minutes on a good team too. So I think that means something as well.
Dallas has looked pretty good in the preseason. I mean, picking up D'Angelo Russell, filling that point guard spot because Kyrie is hurt. I mean, Cooper Flagg can play point guard. they can run a lineup with Cooper Flagg at point guard. Like, they can run a lineup of Cooper Flagg, P.J. Washington, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively, and then Daniel Gafford. They can run that lineup.
Yeah. No, they can.
That's every guy is, 6'8" and above? That's crazy.
They would cause a lot of problems. We saw some double big lineups in the playoffs last year that caused problems, and copying that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
The double bigs, man. It's a thing. It's a 2K thing. It's an IRL thing. Double bigs is really we saw the NBA kind of move to small ball in the past few years, but I'm thinking the bigs are coming back.
Yeah.
I think the bigs are coming back to basketball, and I love it because Joel Embiid looks healthy. Yes. I hope he can be one of those dominant players this year, help the Sixers kind of propel. Another guy that looks really good, Evan Mobley. He's been looking really good with his offseason stuff. He looked like he bulked up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just at least a little bit. Because, you got to take the – you see the pictures of guys in the offseason. Yeah. They probably did, 50 curls before they took the picture. But,
100%. But they still look bigger.
They always look huge in the offseason. But,
yeah.
I mean, Mobley could be – putting on some size is something he needs to do.
Yeah, and the Cavs really do need to rely on him a little more. He's their defensive anchor with him and Jarrett Allen down there in the paint. It's kind of hard to score on them in the paint, but they need him to unleash his full potential offensively, I think, for them to really take that next step and be successful. So he had quite a little bit, I guess you could say, a transformation this summer. But when it comes to transformations, this offseason was the summer of getting fit, I guess. Zion Williamson, Luka Doncic, I mean, they look like they're in the best shape they've ever been in their entire lives.
Yeah, and just feeling better, that Luka, man. I'm really excited to just I wish we could just be in mid-season form right now and just know everything that's happening. But we don't. We're just waiting. All we can do is wait
2 days.
Watch, So I'm really excited about it, and he should be better. He should be better this year.
I think he's going to be better. And I think he's going to be better, when I say, obviously, I think he's going to be better, but defensively. He's going to be able to move, shuffle his feet.
The big thing.
He's going to be way more athletic. He's going to be more physical with guys. I think him getting in this shape is just kind of goes to show the power of J.J. Redick and his coaching staff, because he got Luka playing defense even last season at the end of the year. He got Luka playing defense against Kevin Durant. I remember this game. Because Luka clamped him. There was one possession where I was like, wow, Luka Doncic just clamped Kevin Durant.
Hey,
abnormal sentence.
Braun, his body is, how much money he puts into his body every year. I'm sure that rubs off in some way, shape, or form too.
Has to.
I mean, the Lakers, I'm really not sure how to feel about them because, last season in general they underperformed.
Right.
And it's hard not you don't want to believe in them and then fall into that trap again. So I'll just watch. That's all I can really do right now.
I mean, their issue last year was no center. Now they have DeAndre Ayton, which is he's a good NBA player, double machine. But I mean, we'll see. He could be better. He could be better.
We unpack this. He is about as average as it gets.
Yeah, we've done this before. We've talked about this. He is the most average center.
But maybe that's how
he now is playing with Luka Doncic, who is locked in, and LeBron James. I don't know. I think that could be a little different. I think the change of scenery, change of kind of the Lakers tradition and culture.
Yeah.
I think, and I hope it affects Ayton in a positive way, like it did with Luka Doncic.
Yeah. Even next offseason, Ayton gets in shape or something, and has a second prime.
Because when Ayton got drafted, he was great. He was amazing for Phoenix. They went to the NBA Finals. They ended up losing to the Bucks. But Ayton was a key factor on that Phoenix Suns team. I mean, trust me, I watched all the games. I know. He was our anchor on defense, and he was a suitable offensive option.
Yeah.
The pick and roll with CP and D-Book and him, that was good.
Yeah, and he averaged at least 18 in those playoffs, and
I think
solid.
Playing with a guy who's really good with the pick and roll like Luka Doncic
or LeBron,
it kind of brings me back to when he played with CP. I think Ayton can step up a little bit more this year and kind of show the world hey, I was the number 1 overall pick in 2018. I deserve to be here.
Yeah.
And Portland, you couldn't do that because it's just a young squad. Everyone's learning. Everyone's trying to make their own path to success. So you never know what can happen there.
He didn't like it so much in Portland that he bought his way out. So
yeah, I mean, didn't he pay for some of his buyout or something?
Yeah, he had to pay, a good amount of money to get out of that situation. But now he's on a winning team too. So bring some of that passion back.
Yeah.
Win games. So
yeah, I mean, winning games. The Pelicans are looking to win more games this year than they did last year. Traded for Jordan Poole in the offseason. The roster is not bad, but Zion has never been healthy and in the shape that he's in right now.
Yeah, are we going to – is this another trick? Is Zion in – he looks different.
He looks good.
Me and you – you showed me, and it's hard not to notice seeing it in his face.
Right,
immediately.
Right.
Just wow, okay, so and that's how someone got in shape. You just they look different. You're just okay, wow.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't just trick us again because man, he can't. I don't want him to rob the whole fan base of the NBA by not letting us watch some prime Zion. He is one of the most exciting players in the NBA. When he's healthy, when he's in shape, we'll see.
I'm looking forward to it because we haven't seen a crazy Zion. We haven't seen that Duke Zion. We haven't seen that high school Zion. And I think we did 1 year, but it wasn't for the whole season.
It wasn't.
I want to see a full season of Zion Williamson healthy. I want to see him in the All-Star game. I want to see Zion succeed. I don't think that Pelicans roster is bad by any means either. There's no reason they should be as bad as they were, to be honest.
Yeah, and like you mentioned with Luka, getting in shape, Zion is a plus defender. I mean, he's a guy who, do you remember some of the blocks he had at Duke? I mean, genuinely just skying to I'm sure his hand would probably reach the top of the white on the the backboard. You know what I mean?
It's insane. I think we could get a good season out of Zion. I hope he can stay healthy though. And then picking up Jordan Poole, that's amazing for them offensively. You have a backcourt of Jordan Poole and DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray can pick up on defense where Jordan Poole can't. And then you got guys like Trey Murphy. You have Jeremiah Fears, that rookie, who looks incredible. You got Yves Misi holding it down for your big man. I think that team's going to be pretty good. I think they're going to be shockingly better than people think.
Yeah, and Derek Queen. We'll see what happens with him too. I'm interested to see what he can do in the NBA because for me, he's an undersized big. I'm not sure how does that work. That kind of screams like a college only kind of player. Like a Armando Bacot kind of guy. But he's young and he seems interesting too. Kind of like a similar, not that similar to Zion, but size wise, yes.
He's kind of built like him, and he doesn't play like him.
Yeah,
he's built like him, and he gets up. I like Derek Queen. I think he can make an impact, not immediately on the Pelicans.
Yeah.
But I think give it 2 years. I think he's going to be a good rotational player for them. But don't forget, if they do suck, the Hawks own their pick.
They do.
So
in one of the worst trades ever.
Horrible draft night trade.
Hit the panic button fully, I think.
Yeah.
Their draft room fully hit the panic button during the draft or something. Because what implores you to trade your pick for the very next year? I wouldn't have necessarily supported this trade even if they traded a pick that was 2 years from now, but at least you get that little buffer year. Okay, we can suck next year and it's fine.
Yeah,
they didn't allow themselves to do that at all. And now they have a tremendously young roster. The West is loaded. The Pelicans don't look like they can go up at all.
No,
they like you mentioned, pretty solid roster, but everybody's got a good roster in the West.
Yeah.
So.
The West. I said this last year. I'm going to say it again. The most loaded conference I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And it keeps getting better. I don't understand.
I would venture to say the Pelicans could be a sleeper team in the East,
Yeah, if they're in the East, they could do something. The West is it also does just go to show the talent in the NBA. That's coming up every year after year. It is getting better. The guys in college are getting better. People are going to play overseas and then going to the NBA, and the overseas players are getting better and better every single year too.
Yeah.
So
the developmental systems that the NBA has in place now are taking off. G League guys that go.
Oh yeah.
The two-way guys, they're really good and they keep improving. And then like the G League is still a relatively new thing. I feel like it's something that I feel like was totally underutilized for a while, and then they're like, oh wait a minute, we can develop people this way, But
back when it was the D League.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what? Nobody talked about the D League when it was the D League.
Yeah.
And now people do talk about the G League because Reed Shepherd.
Exactly.
What pick was he? 2 or 3?
I want to say it was like 2.
He was a 2nd overall pick for the Houston Rockets, a 3rd overall pick, and he played a whole season in the G League because the Rockets were so loaded they didn't even need Reed Shepherd to play. They said, "Hey, just go down and play in the G League and develop."
Third pick?
It was a third pick.
That's great. No,
like go down and develop, and look at him now. They don't have a point guard. He just might be their starting point guard this year.
Yeah, I wonder if he can handle the ball well enough.
I mean, he looked good when he played in Summer League last year. When he did get opportunities, he does look good. And this preseason, he looked pretty good. But it's kind of hard. I know LeBron, he's in the Western Conference. He's hurt for the first 2 to 4 weeks. So I don't know how that's going to affect the Lakers as much. We could see Luka average 36 for the first month of the year, like something crazy like that.
Yeah, I think he could jump out to an early lead in MVP, Luka, especially if they win some games without LeBron there. I'm sure he's going to go stupid.
Oh, for sure. If Luka can tally the Lakers some wins without LeBron and he's putting up Luka Doncic type of numbers, let's not forget, he was just voted the best defender in Eurobasket. I think the world is not ready for Luka Doncic in the NBA this season. He was voted the best defender of Eurobasket.
I didn't know that, actually. I did not know that.
It's stupid. I really think he could win MVP this year, and maybe I'm just talking him up, and I'm getting fooled like everybody else. But you don't get voted the best defender in EuroLeague for no reason.
Yeah, well, it's a loaded race as always. The MVP.
Yeah. But. I mean, and when LeBron comes back, he's 40 years old. This is going into year 23.
Yes.
LeBron. I was so mad at LeBron about a week ago.
Why were you mad at LeBron a week ago?
This dude, LeBron, I think you're awesome. You're the GOAT. Cool. How are you going to go on the internet knowing everybody follows everything that you do? How are you going to go on the internet and be like, tomorrow, the decision 2 or whatever?
Yeah.
And then you come on and it's an ad for Hennessy. Are we
La
serious? La Hennessy? Like, come on. Like, if you're going to do that, at least bring JR with you.
I'm fine with, LeBron doing whatever he wants to advertise for his stuff, but make it look like an ad, please. Don't allow it to be misconstrued. I understand that was the strategy. He got a lot of hype around it for the 24 hours.
He had the whole world looking at him for 24 hours thinking he was. I thought he was going to retire.
No, who didn't? I mean, year 23, you pointed out in your video. I mean, kind of, it's too poetic, It
is too poetic.
He retired in his 23rd season. He's 40, No, he was trolling.
Yeah, he was trolling.
Sad for his
I was annoyed, but I was happy and kind of relieved for a second, though, because I was like, okay, this might be the last NBA season we could watch LeBron. And to be honest, it still could be. I don't know. I do think LeBron is one to be like, hey, I want a farewell tour. I think he is one to be like that.
Do you think so?
I think he would want that because I don't think he would go into a season being like, I don't know, when he's going to go to a place like Cleveland or Miami and revisit those teams and play them. That's his hometown. He's going to want arenas packed out for every game that he's in.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of depends who he's close to. Because, I know in baseball, I don't know if it was Derek Jeter. I don't want to, just say whatever. But someone, it's almost like a thing. I advise you not to say you're going to. Oh, no, it was a football thing. I think it was maybe Peyton Manning. Mm-hmm. Someone told him, whoever he was close to, you don't want to make a big deal out of your last season. Just kind of, I would say, don't go on the farewell tour. It depends, what are LeBron's closest friends saying to him? I don't know whoever he's talking to. It's not a decision. It's probably a very hard decision, deciding whether you want the attention of a farewell tour for 82 games.
Yeah.
Across 6 months, 8 months, really.
6 or 7 months.
Maybe 6 or 7 months.
But okay, so say LeBron comes back, right?
After his injury.
And he's playing like LeBron.
Probably will.
Say the Lakers win a championship this year. What does that do? What more does LeBron need in his career to be like, he's 100% he's the GOAT?
Like to achieve being the GOAT?
Like for everybody to just go in agreement at this point, LeBron is the GOAT. What does he got to do?
I mean, for me, I'm already a huge LeBron fan. I think it's really underrated that he's made it to as many finals as he has. Even if he just made it to another finals, I think that would be insane. You know, he would have to win it. Mm-hmm. I think he would have to win it, probably be MVP, probably average a triple-double for most fans to agree that he's the GOAT. You know, and he still doesn't have the 6 that Jordan has.
Yeah.
But he would have to be the best player on the Lakers, you know?
Do you think he can do that still? Do you think he can be the leading factor to a championship contending team still at this stage of his career?
I think he's capable of doing it in a series, not over the course of an entire season. You know, like once the finals come around, you know, I think for 7 games, which knowing LeBron, the series would go 7 games. He doesn't. Yep. It's not gonna. It can't be too easy.
Yeah. No.
He can play as the best player on a great team for 7 games, but not for the whole season. And he's admitted that. You know, this is Luka's team. Mm-hmm. Luka is one of the best basketball players in the world. We're talking about how he's gonna maybe be MVP. LeBron's not in those conversations. He's not gonna win regular season MVP. He's not the best player in the world anymore. So. Short answer, he could.
Okay.
But I don't think he will.
Okay.
Do you think so?
No.
You don't think he can?
I don't think he can be the number one for a championship contending team at this point. I mean, he's 40.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's definitely the leader.
It's really hard to he definitely is the leader of the team, but it's hard to sit here and say that because at the end of the day, he is LeBron James. And do I think he could lock in for a 7-game series if that's what it comes down to? Like if he's in the finals and he knows he needs this 7 games to just take over.
Yeah,
maybe.
I
just don't know how easy that's going to be for him at this point.
It won't be easy, but I think he's shouldered so much. You know, he's had cameras on him since he was 18, not even 16 years old, pretty much.
I mean,
I think when he has to lock in, when Clay said he got his feelings hurt in the finals.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't give him anything like that because he's capable of the all-time lock-in. I think he could turn into prime Bron for a series.
Well, it would be cool to see LeBron win another championship.
I think the whole media world would explode if a 41-year-old LeBron James won the finals and finals MVP. I think that might. I know we just saw Shohei Ohtani pitch, have 10 strikeouts and 3 homers last night, but that would be one of the most. Maybe the most impressive thing in sports that I've seen.
Yeah. I mean
41 years old.
That's some legend type story that you would hear. Mm-hmm. Like LeBron James, 41 years old, wins finals MVP, retires the next day.
Yeah, he would have to retire.
Bron, I know you're never going to see this. Okay. If you win a championship this year, I think you have to retire the next day. Shoot, you might have to retire within the hour after
I think he retires in the post-game interview.
Yeah, I think you would have to. There's no way why wouldn't you? You were literally going out on top.
But you could also see if you could run it back.
What, and get Bryce on the spot too?
get a ring for Bryce.
Oh my gosh, wait. LeBron wins Bronny a ring? Could you imagine, bro?
Oh my goodness.
Do you think Bronny's going to get PT this year? I think he will. I actually think JJ Redick's going to play him for defense.
Injuries dictate that, but he probably will.
I think JJ's going to play him.
Yeah.
I actually think.
I'm sure those conversations have been had. Hey, JJ, you're going to play my son, right?
It's like opening night, Bronny James is your starting point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yabba dabba doo, let's go Old Navy. Sorry. Classic.
So talking of championships, speaking of contenders, James, what are your top 5 contenders this year? Because this is crazy. It's going to be a crazy year in the NBA. Anybody can come out of the West. The East, anybody can come out of there too. I think it's going to be a Western Conference team that does win the finals at the end of the day. But What are your top 5 teams this year heading into the season?
Well, I know East-West is very unbalanced, but I still wanted to keep it balanced in this sense. And in no particular order. I've got 2 East teams, 3 West teams. No particular order. Thunder, Rockets, Mavericks from the West. Knicks, Cavs in the East. That's all I've got for the East. A little shaky on the Knicks. I'm only putting them on there because they, that's my team. But we'll see. I don't know. Like even when they beat Boston last year, that was like crazy. Like no one could believe that. So
yeah. I mean, even before Tatum got injured, like they were going to win that game. Mm-hmm. Everyone knew that they were going to win that game.
But that's more of like a hope for me. However, Knicks, Cavs, Mavericks, Rockets, Thunder.
Yeah.
I mean, the Thunder, how could you not put them on there?
Yeah.
The Rockets get Kevin Durant, and the Mavericks just drafted the next generational superstar, and they already have Kyrie and AD.
And Klay Thompson.
So you forget about Klay Thompson on that team, and he is every bit as good of a shooter as he used to be.
The best catch and shoot shooter of all time. I mean, he looks great in the preseason. He looks very good. So for me, I'm not falling into the Knicks trap.
Okay.
I'm not doing it.
I like your team that you have on there instead of the Knicks.
I have the Cap, and also in no particular order, my top 5 contenders are the Cavs, the Rockets, the Thunder, the Nuggets, and the Mavericks.
I think I like that more than my own, honestly,
okay.
Because the Nuggets are really good.
Yeah,
Jokic
really good.
is going to lead them to a top 3 or 4 seed no matter what, I think.
Jokic is the best player in the world. I think it's hard to not have the best player in the world in the top 5 contending teams.
Could have dropped the ball on that one, personally.
Yeah, it's okay. But honestly, like, the thing with the Knicks, when it really comes down to it, it's Karl Anthony Towns. Is he going to guard? Is he going to give his full effort?
And I'm not even sure if it's effort. I think it's like,
well,
it's all of the offseason stuff, getting in shape and just being able to defend. And if he's going to get picked apart in the playoffs again,
there were a few games last year where he would shoot them out of the game. Mm-hmm. He would shoot the Knicks way to a loss.
And I think what would happen is they would just pick him apart defensively and force him to, use so much energy that 3-point jumper in the playoffs he didn't have it, and it's because he was so tired. I think he was just, running around, like a dog. He was. Yeah. They were making him work, and that totally made him dip offensively.
I mean, we saw that in Minnesota too, so that could just be a general problem with Karl Anthony Towns. So top 5 contenders. Now, James, we got some pretenders in the NBA.
Yeah.
There are a few teams that like to hang around and say, we're going to contend for a championship this year, but we all know they're not gonna.
Yeah.
James, give me your top 5 pretenders.
Well, I'm going to go first, Timberwolves. All right. Then I'm going to get the Clippers, the unction, simply because, that team could go very well. It could go very poorly. The unction, we'll see. And they have a very bad cap situation where Kawhi Leonard might not even be on. I don't know what's
happening with that anymore.
So, and then I've got the Sixers. They got to prove it to me this year. The Grizzlies, I feel like they're always there, the Grizzlies, and they just get walked in the playoffs or something.
They get walked like a dog in the playoffs.
And then the Kings, who I know, are they even contending? They've got great talent on their team, but
that team's really good.
They'll still not play well, I'm sure.
Russell Westbrook, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Keegan Murray, Domantas Sabonis. You got Malik Monk. You got Keon Ellis.
How do they routinely not even make the playoffs? How are they a play-in team every year?
Off the top of my head, I just can't think of their big men on their bench. I think that might be their issue. I just don't know who the big men on the bench or on the roster. Other than Sabonis, I don't know another Kings big man. I think.
I'll look into it. But who are your pretenders?
My top 5 pretenders. This is gonna piss a lot of people off.
Okay.
I got the Lakers, the Knicks, the Timberwolves, the Clippers. Oh, I messed up here. I got to come up with another one on the spot here.
Oh, you had the.
I switched it last second. So from my top 5 pretenders, the Lakers, the Knicks, the Timberwolves, the Clippers, and honestly, the last pretender, shoot.
Think about it for a second. You're good. Honestly, there's a lot of directions you can go. There's young teams that have hype around them that you just don't think will be able to perform. That's like your.
I'm gonna go with the Warriors
or something. You're Warriors.
I'm gonna go with Golden State Warriors.
Why? Because they're old. They don't have a big man.
Their team is weird.
It's just a weird team.
They're old. It's a weird team.
Jimmy Butler's still there. Steph Curry's still there.
Yeah.
They're pretenders.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it. Honestly, I don't think I have a great feeling about the Warriors this year. I mean, it's not your usual Golden State Warriors.
It's not. It's and like the whole thing with Kuminga in the offseason too. I just think it just might cause some drama, and I don't. That team defensively is not the greatest. Like, Pods can't really guard that well. Jimmy Butler's a great defender, A+. Jeremiah Green, A++ defender, but the rest of the team is like, damn. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be able to hold their own up against everybody else in the NBA, especially with the West being the way that the West is right now. I know they just signed Al Horford. That can help them out, but he's pretty slow. It's a slow big man to play with Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Kind of, I don't know. I just don't think they're that great. I think they're really old too.
And and you imagine that Al Horford shows some signs of aging this year, even though, like, if LeBron didn't exist, we'd have so much more appreciation for Al Horford being as good as he is for how long he has been good.
He's underappreciated. Shout out Al Horford, bro.
But like he's gonna age at some point. Like he's not, he already has been.
I do wonder if this is like, when a team signs a player and they pay them the money, but also it just doesn't work out because they're getting old. I think this could happen right now with Al Horford. I think this could be the year where it's like, okay, this is a clear decline in Al Horford's game. His age is starting to show. He can't move as well. He's kind of getting too tired. He can't play as many minutes.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And I know he's going to have a big, big load on the Warriors because he's the best big man on the roster. So I don't really know how many other options they have that are reliable like Al Horford.
Yeah.
It's gonna wear and tear. I think we could see a lot of time management on the Warriors this year.
And that would be good for them because, that their best players are the ones that are going to be managed
I know.
in terms of playing time.
I don't think we'll see it with Jimmy. I think Jimmy's going to be fine. I think Steph's going to be fine. I think Draymond and Al Horford, though, they're going to slow down. I think we're gonna visibly see that.
Yeah, I think that's possible for sure.
You got a sleeper team? Some team, a team that you think under the radar, very, very under the radar, could surprise a lot of people.
I don't know about very under the radar because people are aware of how good this team is going to be next year. But I think if you saw the Atlanta Hawks, possibly be playing games to get to the finals, I think it's not out of the question. They just picked up Nickeil Alexander-Walker was it free agency? They signed him to it's like a $15 million contract.
It's a very good signing.
He is going into his prime years. He's 27, right? You got Dyson Daniels, who's making probably rookie contract. You got Kristaps Porzingis, who they just signed. He's 30. He is their oldest player. He's 30. Kristaps.
He's only 30.
Trae Young, he's only 27. He's making $45 million a year. But then they got Porzingis and Okonkwo. Like that in itself. Those two big men playing. Mm-hmm. That's going to be huge for them. And then you also just have guys, I already mentioned Dyson Daniels, but Jalen Johnson.
He's so good.
He's so good.
He could.
Luke Kennard, sniper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? This team is going to be scary, I think.
Let's not forget, they have a number one pick on their team. They have Zachary Ricochet. He was a number one overall pick. Well, 2 years ago?
He and all of their young guys look like they're trending upwards in the right direction.
I agree.
So this team, especially with a guy like Trae Young who does dish the ball well, and I think he's just become Trae Young when he's 35 might be one of the scariest players in the NBA. He's going to be like a Chris Paul, but he can shoot from half court. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, got to watch out for them Hawks. What about you?
Yeah, I like this. I like this Hawks team a lot. I didn't put them for my sleep. I kind of have two.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'm gonna give a West and an East. The Phoenix Suns, I believe, are a sleeper team in the Western Conference. I think they could sneak into the play-in. I don't think they're a contender. I think they're a sleeper, though. I think people don't really understand they got a lot of good defenders on their team. They have bucket getters on their team, and they're trending up. They have like experienced players on this roster.
They do.
Dylan Brooks, Devin Booker, Mark Williams. He's not as experienced in the playoffs, but he's been in the league for a few years now. And now you have Jalen Green. He just went in his first playoff run. He was the leading scorer on the 2 seed in the Western Conference last year. I think this team is very underrated. And I know I'm a Suns fan, and I am a little biased, but I do think it's an underrated team.
I will say. I've heard. I want to say it was like Draymond Green said that the Phoenix Suns could be pretty good this year. If NBA players agree, it's not a bad take.
I mean, Kaman Malawak looks incredible. I can't believe he fell to the Suns at 10. Still to this day.
You got so lucky. Genuinely, you got so lucky.
Oh yeah, and Ryan Dunn. Dude, he'll clamp your favorite player's favorite player. There was a point in time last season where he held all-stars at 28% from the field.
That's what he does.
He's incredible. He's incredible. And then in the East, the Philadelphia 76ers. I think this team is very, very slept on. I know it was really, really bad last year. It was quite hard to watch the Sixers last year, especially with Paul George and Joel Embiid and Jared McCain getting hurt and Tyrese Maxey even hurt for a little bit. Quentin Grimes was the leading scorer for a little bit last year, and I mean, he showed that he can shoot the ball, and he earned himself some money potentially next year. But I think last year for the Sixers was all about injuries. I really think there was something behind the scenes that we didn't know about as fans, and I think they're going to be better. I think Paul George is going to be healthy. Joel Embiid looks healthy. Seems good.
Yeah, and also, I mean, there's been some bad stories about the Sixers trading staff in years past as well and stuff like that. So, mismanaging of injuries and things like that. So you just have to hope if they can avoid that this year, they got a talented team.
I mean, they have a former MVP, 2-3 years ago on their roster.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid is an MVP. If he's healthy, and he looks slimmer, he does look slimmer. If he's going to play like more of like a power forward instead of a center, but he's going to play the center position, and they got the guys on the roster that they have. I know Jared McCain is hurt right now, but VJ Edgecombe looks incredible. He looks like he could be...
I'm just excited to watch him, too.
Yeah, me too. I don't know why we didn't bring him up in the rookies thing, but like VJ Edgecombe, incredible. I think he plays just like Anthony Edwards, too. Like, even the way that he shoots, it's so weird. I think he's going to be very, very good. I think Cooper Flagg, Dylan Harper, and VJ Edgecombe, those rookies, they're going to stand out. But
yeah, Edgecombe, he'll be a little green, but I think he's just so athletic. He's exciting, bro.
Yeah.
But
and for him to learn behind Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid even, and for Jared McCain to go up alongside him, I think that roster is pretty good. They do have Kelly Oubre still. Yeah. They have a Dembona coming off the bench. He's not horrible. Like, he's not a bad big man.
Yeah.
So I think that team is pretty underrated. Quentin Grimes is still on that roster. He signed the qualifying this year. He's a bucket. He'll probably be their sixth man. That's a great six-man to have.
Yeah, and that's like your sixth man had the entirety of last season to just boost his confidence and play outstanding basketball, and he did. He actually played so well. So
I think the Sixers are gonna shock a lot of people because the East is not the most competitive in the world. I think anybody can really come out of the East when it comes playoff time. So
I agree. It could even be the Hawks. I think I have a lot of faith in the fact that the Hawks could destroy some teams with that pick and roll, pick and pop between Trey and Porzingis and just all the support they have there. And they defend so well with Dyson Daniels too.
Yeah, I was going to say the defense on the Atlanta Hawks, Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, Onyeka Okongwu, and Kristaps Porzingis. Race O'Shea ain't a bad defender either. Like the bad defender on that team is Trae Young, and that's fine.
And that's okay.
If you got all those guys surrounding Trae Young, that's the perfect Trae Young team.
Exactly.
So I think they did a really good job surrounding him with pieces. He's been to a conference finals.
Yeah, and he's been a guy that rises to the occasion, more times than not. And, we all remember, in New York, Burr. But it could be exciting times for the Hawks.
Do you know his play-in record? Has he ever lost a play-in game?
Trae Young?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
think he's ever lost a play-in game.
Well, I mean, he's not going to be in the play-in this year. I mean, I know we crap on the East a lot, but like there are solid teams in the East this year. I mean, teams. Magic, Pistons, they're going to improve. The Pistons actually, they didn't improve this offseason, Malik Beasley no longer there. And that whole Malik Beasley got screwed out of a lot of money.
Oh, he's 2-2 in the plan. My bad.
Malik Beasley got screwed out of a lot of money for the Pistons anyways. I mean, not to go on a tangent, but, you know.
Yeah, Malik Beasley. That's tough. Yeah, the Pistons, they looked really, really good last year. I think Cade Cunningham also could make a crazy jump.
He could just – I think that's what it is.
Insane.
The Pistons didn't actually get any better this offseason, in my opinion, but Cade Cunningham is going to get so much better.
Asar Thompson's going to get better.
The team will just develop, you know.
It's not a bad squad at all. I think that's one of those teams where it's like, okay, you don't touch anything. You kind of just let it grow organically. Kind of like what the Orlando Magic did. They just drafted, stashed, and here we are.
And they were the 7th seed last year, but they did, like, how many games did Franz and Paolo play together last year?
Not a lot.
Not many.
And when they were averaging 25 each.
Exactly.
They're really good. I mean, those are 2 All-Stars.
Yeah.
Those are 2 All-Stars. I mean, and then trading for Desmond Bane. Again, borderline All-Star. I mean, Desmond Bane can shoot the heck out of the rock. He is the perfect addition for that team. That is a team that couldn't shoot threes at all, and picking up Desmond Bane, one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA, it's a good trade.
You know they can defend. I mean, the Magic can defend. Suggs is elite, but
same with Desmond Bane.
What they need.
Elite defender. I think the Magic could surprise a lot of people. The East is interesting, man. I can't sit here and like say, I mean, the whole NBA. I can't sit here and tell you who's going to come out of what conference, because the Thunder could lose. The Thunder's a great team. I'm not going to sit here and try and hate on the Thunder. That's one of the better teams I've ever watched. They really are, and they're so young.
They're
deep. They play defense. They shoot. That's a really good team.
They're the perfect team.
I mean, there's no surprise to anybody that they won the championship, and I don't think it would surprise anybody if they won the championship this year or even next year.
Yeah.
But like, there are teams out there that can beat them. I think Dallas can beat them. A fully healthy Dallas Mavericks team with Kyrie, Klay Thompson, Cooper Flegg, Anthony Davis, and Derek Lively. That's a really, really good lineup. That's going to be hard to defend.
Yeah, and teams are going to start building around how to beat teams like the Thunder, because when teams like the Thunder come along and they have as good a seasons as they do, that becomes what you want in terms of a squad, and you want to try to copy that best you can.
Oh, 100%.
And teams are trying to copy the Thunder best they can, and now you got to crack the code to how do you beat the Thunder. Years ago, it's how do you beat the Warriors.
Yeah.
Now it's how do you beat the Thunder.
Yeah.
Because everyone wants to beat the Thunder.
Yeah, everyone wants to be that team. I mean, they're also incredibly deep. I think they're bench players. Like Case and Wallace starts for them sometimes, and he usually is on the bench, so he can go on a different team, be a consistent starter on another team, and be very productive.
I don't know about, but still.
Teams like the Houston Rockets, too, like, they can take down the Thunder. They have Amen Thompson, Kevin Durant, Alperen Sengun, Jabari Smith, Tari Eason. Reed Shepherd is going to step up. Fred VanVleet's out, which that stinks. That's a huge loss for them. But the team's good. The team's really good.
Yeah, still really good.
Deep. Probably one of the I will say that might be one of the better teams Kevin Durant has been on.
You can never say best, but yeah.
No, like full team as a whole.
Yeah, deep.
Yeah, very deep team.
Yeah.
Another season means another MVP. I'm so sick of the MVP race the past 3, 4, 5 years. I'm sick of it. Since 2020, it's been the same 3 people.
Yeah.
Swap, Luka, and SGA. It's the same people.
Yeah.
So, give me your top 3, man. Who are your top 3 people to win the MVP?
I'm always going to put Jokic first because, man, he's just one of the most effective basketball players ever.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Wemby is second in that race because his team is going to be better this year. It's going to be a good,
it's a deep team as well.
Solid team. Never know how things will go in the West, so that could age poorly, but still.
Yeah.
And then Luka in 3. I mean, he just got in tremendous shape. How could you not put him at least on there? But I got Jokic, Wemby, Luka, and of course Giannis will. It'll probably be like Giannis, Jokic, SGA or something.
It probably will. Still. It probably like
Giannis. We don't give him enough credit, I guess. He's annually like second or third in MVP voting.
One of the first episodes that we did of Above the Rim, I think it was Jack's first ever episode. We had this whole argument about Giannis, and I debunked whatever Jack said, so fast because he was trying to tell me that Giannis isn't like a top 3 power forward of all time. I'm like, I'm taking him over Dirk. I'm taking him over everybody but Tim Duncan, bro. I'm sorry.
Really?
He's got the MVPs.
Wait, now I remember this conversation.
He's got the MVPs, the Defensive Player of the Years. He's got the championships. Giannis is that dude. He's number 2 power forward right behind Tim Duncan. I don't think if he can't touch Tim Duncan, I don't think. Tim Duncan's Tim Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis is also Giannis.
I don't know if I'm taking him over Dirk, but Giannis, I mean, like, think about, like, they could not be more polar opposites, him and Dirk,
yeah, they could not
when
be
it
more
comes
polar
to
opposites.
How they play. So it's like, how do you even compare those players? I don't know.
I don't know. It is hard. It is hard. For me, my top 3 MVP picks.
Yeah.
No particular order. Luka, Wemby, and Jokic. Shocker. We have the same picks. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, I'm sick.
Players.
We're sick of the same people in this race every year, but you can't not put Jokic on the list. I want to see Wemby do some crazy things, and I want to see Luka win an MVP, to be honest with you. That'd be cool.
I think Wemby might be the only take that we have here that's wildly inaccurate by the end of the season.
Yeah,
like
that is true.
Simply because, well, he is 7'5", and injuries happen to guys that are that tall, and you also need the Spurs team to pan out. There's a lot of variables.
Yeah.
There's way more variables with Wemby's situation as opposed to Luka and Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they're gonna do, pretty much. But he's a wild card. I think, like, if they're in the race, it's gonna be because of Wemby, and he's gonna be playing really well, and people are gonna say, "Crap, maybe he is the MVP."
Yeah, but imagine this. Imagine a year ago, Luka Doncic gets traded from the Dallas Mavericks to the Los Angeles Lakers, and that one summer, he used all of that anger, all of it, got into the best shape of his life, and he came back the next season and won the MVP on the Lakers. Now that would stir up the NBA.
That sounds like the story.
Very well could be the story. I hope it's the story. Because, to be honest, that would be one of the coolest things I've ever seen. That is the biggest, like, revenge get back of all time.
I, like, my faith in, media makers these days is that it would all be on camera, too.
Oh, 100%.
The whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing.
All the off-season training, all of it, the whole MVP season. That sounds like the story, actually. Mm-hmm. That's going to happen.
I hope that's the script of the NBA. You heard it here first on Above the Rim. Luka Doncic is going to win the MVP after being traded from the Lakers, or from the Mavericks, sorry. It's a script. It's written. I have it right in front of me.
Yeah.
The NBA
Thank you
told
for
me,
reading
bro.
it.
They emailed me. They're like, "Yo, Austin, on Above the Rim, I need you to announce this because we can't say this because, like, people will freak out. If you guys say this,
they need someone like us to get their message out there in a very subtle, not obvious way.
Yeah.
Like, we can be obvious about it because no one would believe us, but that's genuinely what happened. He got an email around midnight last night. They're like, "You're recording tomorrow, right?"
Yeah.
And, Mr. Silver emailed you. I mean,
Adam himself.
You call him
he's
Mr. Silver to me.
I call him Adam.
You've built up a rapport, you Adam. But,
My boy Adam emailed me. Send me the script. Luka wins MVP at the end of the year. Book it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That happened. That all happened. This all happened.
It did.
Yep. Well, it's a beautiful Saturday on St. Bonaventure campus. James, thank you for this first episode of Above the Rim. Might have been a little shaky. It's the first one that we've done in a little bit. So I'm sorry. I apologize if it wasn't as great as you expected it. But as time goes on, we have bigger and better things coming. We have a new studio being built. The station. So, be sure to tune into every other episode of Above the Rim. Anything on Afterthought Sports? Any final thoughts, James?
No, I'm just really excited to record the show and have actual games to talk about and stuff like that as the season goes on.
As the season goes on, we'll bring back our games that we do. We'll bring back, little talks about the night before, what happened in the games, but right now we're just going off speculation and what we think.
Yeah, and we'll bring back some special guests too.
We will. We're gonna have a lot of guests.
Caden Smith,
it's gonna be cool.
Jack
Sean
Haskell.
Wallace, Caden, Jack. Mm-hmm. Jack Haskell could be back.
The Afterthoughts group,
maybe Ryan Lombardi a little bit, although he didn't really know.
He doesn't know that much ball.
But it's always good to have Ryan Lombardi on. It really is.
He might say something funny.
Yeah, exactly. But as always, I'm Austin Townley. This is James Derrick. Thank you for watching Above the Rim, and peace.